What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, hit the like, share, subscribe button for me. Join the VSOP club, turn on all post notifications so you're in tune when I drop a video. You guys can stay up to date. Today, we're actually going to be making a video on what it's like to buy R129 with a broken convertible top, so the soft top that's underneath the lid. When the hard top is on, for people who aren't too familiar with, this car has two tops. So we're gonna actually get into that today. And yeah, so I'm gonna actually hop out the car and we're gonna get a real quick visual of the car real quick, and so you guys can see what we're working with, and then we'll hop back in and get to the talking points. So we're here, we're back on the outside of the car. Just wanted to give you guys who haven't watched the channel, it's your first time watching the channel, a visual of the car, what it looks like. We actually do have the hard top on right now. If you guys want to see the car with the stock wheels on it, you can go back to the earlier videos on the R129 before we actually changed the wheels, so you guys can see how they look with mile blocks on it. They're actually the 16-inch ones, not the 18s or the 19s, so keep that in mind as well. But yeah, so we're actually gonna get into the convertible top and why you guys shouldn't be worried, actually, if you do want an R129 leaking hydraulic fluid. Beautiful, I think that's me. All right, so if you guys want an R129, you really shouldn't be scared of actually buying one with a broken convertible top. Now, when I say a broken convertible top, these cars do come with soft tops that come underneath the underneath this lid right here. Okay, so this top comes off. Okay, it comes up off the car. This lid flips back. Okay, and there's a soft top stored underneath that lid. Now, a lot of people don't know. A lot of dealers actually don't know that this car does actually come with two tops to it. Okay, a lot of people that probably live in Florida, okay, or live in like Texas, hot states, these cars were actually sold back in the later years on the second generation, without the hard top convertible option. So if you do happen to buy one from Florida or Texas and you just see a soft top, please inquire about the hard top. That's, the only guys say. Now, buying a R129 with a broken convertible top is not something that you should be scared of, and here's why. On the R107 Mercedes, okay, which is the SL prior to this, its predecessor, the R107, okay, has the same type of function, where a hard top and has a soft top convertible, okay, stored underneath the lid in the same kind of fashion. So on the R107, that top goes down manually, okay. On this car, you have the option as well of putting the top down manually. It's not just an electric top, okay, it goes down manually as well. Now, why I say you shouldn't be scared of buying an R129 with a broken convertible top is because the top and the motions, okay, and the mechanics that you have to use in order to put the top down on the R129 manually when the top breaks are the same motions, okay, that you use on the R107. Okay, so for everybody saying that, R129, oh, you had the top issue with the 11 to 12 seals, or 12 or 13, I'm not sure. Might be 11 and 12. 11 for the later, 12 for the earlier. But 11 and 12 seals, and, tops break, and it's so unpredictable. And, every time you put it down, you got to wonder if you can get it up. But while that's understandable, these tops also do go down manually, like I just mentioned. Okay, now, again, the steps to put the top down manual are the same steps to put the top down on the R107. Okay, I think, yeah, on the R107, there's a pull handle, okay, on the back side right there. Okay, the only difference is on the R129, the pull handle is this little knob, and it's one of them on each side. So you got to hit it on each side. That's the only. Yeah, so there's there's those two knobs that you have to turn on each side. Well, one knob that you have to turn on each side, but those are the only differences, okay, between putting the top down on an R107 and putting the top down on an R129, okay? And this is why I say that you should not be scared to buy an R129 with a broken convertible top, because you can still put the top up and down, guys. It's not an issue. Now, the steps on the 107 even take a little bit, if you're not used to taking the steps, it could take you a little bit of time in the 107, just like it will take on the 129, okay? So you just have to get used to the motions, and that's all. And it's the same steps as a 107, okay, guys? So you guys shouldn't be scared of buying an R129 with a broken convertible top, because it's the same. They're the same exact steps, okay, as putting it down on a 107. Again, you just got to turn one extra knob on the other side, okay, with a tool that they give you. You don't even have to do it by hand like the 107. So, I implore you guys who do want a 129, okay, and the tops can be fixed, okay? So, you can fix the top at your own leisure, okay? And this is why, again, if you want a 129, guys, don't be turned off by a broken convertible top. Now, I will say, if you have to get a new soft top, okay, then I might question, if the mechanics are broken and you have to get a new soft top, replace them both can be expensive. And on a lot of these cars, especially in the Northeast, okay, Northeast, in the Midwest, up top, okay, it gets cold. And on these convertible tops, they have plastic on the windows. So a lot of them will shatter, a lot of them splinter, over time, especially when they're not being used. So even in Florida, you'll have in Texas, okay, if you're not using the top and it just gets stored there, then probably the plastic is going to start to degrade. And if you have to replace the soft top, okay, on this car and do the mechanics, it can be a little bit costly. I want to say replacing the soft top, mechanics alone, including parts, I want to say is roughly $4,000, close to that, something a little bit over that, something like 4,000 or 5,000. I don't know. I don't remember exactly, but it's between those numbers. Okay. So keep that in mind. And that's just doing the mechanics. That's not doing the soft top. And that's also why I say, again, this is why they put this function in this car, is for when the soft top broke, that you could put when the seals and mechanics broke in the soft top, that you can actually still put the top down manually, and you can still, you can get the top fixed at your leisure. Now, the one thing I will say that this top has over the 107 is that the R129 soft top, I think it might be a little bit heavier. Yeah, I think it might be just a little bit heavier than the 107. But that's probably it. And there's one extra step, like I said, turning the other knob. Like how you turn on the 107 to lift the lid. For guys who have a 107, they know what I'm talking about. To lift and lock the lid, unlock and lock the lid. It's just, the same step on the other side of the 129, and that's it. It's pretty much the same thing. It's easy. You guys don't need to be scared, okay? In terms of putting the top up when it's raining, okay? For most people buying this car, most people that ever had this car, it was a second car, third car. So a lot of times this car isn't going to come out in the rain anyway. Okay, some people I've seen, some people even bring them out with the top off in the wintertime using the 107s. And I know they had to store them with the soft top. They stored them like this with the soft top in the lid, So, again, you don't, just bring it out on warm days, or, if it's not a torrential downpour, you can still put it up, pretty quick. Again, once you get used to it and you get used to the motions like I did during the summer, then, it was pretty easy to just put it up and put it down, put it up and put it down, as I wanted to, So again, guys, don't be scared of a 107 with a broken top. It's not the end of the world, trust me. You can still ride around convertible. Again, if you're looking to buy an R129 from a hot state, I would implore you, definitely get the hard top. Try to find one with a hard top, because I have seen plenty for sale that don't have the hard tops with them. Try to get one with a hard top, just so you have that extra, option of wanting to drive it in the wintertime, because it is a different ride. It's a different ride in the wintertime, and it's also it's a different feel of the car. So the car feels definitely more coupe-ish, like a CL with the hard top on versus the soft top. It's a lot more quieter in the cabin. Music sounds a little bit tighter. The heat stays in there. It doesn't seep out the soft top, so canvas. So, I would definitely say, even if you don't want to, even if you have a broken soft top and you just like the hard top look, just ride with the hard top, But again, don't be scared of buying an R129 with a broken soft top. Again, if you're familiar with a 107 or you're familiar with you can still put it down manually. It's just the electric was, the car had two options to put the top down, okay? That was the only difference. That was the difference between this and the 107. It had two options. You could put it down electronically, or you could put it down manually like the 107, okay, in the Pagoda, okay? But again, I see a lot of people complaining about broken tops. I see a lot of people, scared to buy a 107 because of the top. And you can actually see right there, it's leaking hydraulic fluid. So you guys know this top is broken. I'm not even, this is not just something I'm talking about. And you guys can go back in the videos and you guys can see the car with the top off. So that's how I was doing it. I was taking it down manually, okay? Because again, if you don't, for people who have a R129 and had the seals replaced, okay, they know what this is, and this is one of the dreaded problems with the 129 is the seals start to leak, okay, as they degrade over time. Now the new seals, the replacements that they have, they say that they don't leak. Put in the comment section if anybody who has the new seals on their R129, how have they been for you? Give me a little fast review on them. But yeah, so this right here, if you don't have your seals replaced on your R129, if you didn't buy it with the seals replaced or you don't replace them yourself, 9 times out of 10 this is going to happen eventually. So you really gotta what I'm saying to you, again, if you're going to be an R129 owner, you want to be, this is probably going to apply to you. Again, you don't have to be scared taking a soft top down manually. Now for the hydraulic leaks, okay, these hydraulic leaks will stain your concrete. So if you do get an R129 and you do notice you're starting to leak hydraulic fluid, just put a towel or something underneath, right in front of your rear tire, okay, on both sides, because it'll leak on both sides probably. And it also leaks at there's also another leak here. So right in here where the top connects, the soft top connects, they leak in there as well. And they can leak on your clothing, okay? So again, buy an R129, check the top, see if it works. If it doesn't work, don't push it, okay? Don't keep hitting the button, because the fluid's just gonna leak more. So again, you either got two options. You can fix the car, okay? You can fix the top, or you can do what I'm saying and put the top down manually, okay? Now these hydraulic leaks are very depending on which way the car is positioned. Right now it's on an angle, so I'm pretty sure that's why it's doing it like that. I'm on a crazy incline, so for camera effects. So but yeah, you can see, but again, guys, if you want an R129, 9 times out of 10 this is gonna happen. So you guys really got to be wary and know that this problem is going to come. Now when the car is right, okay, and the seals are fixed and all of this, you shouldn't really have these issues from what I'm hearing on the new seals that they're currently, well, they're refurbishing old seals, and I also believe that they're making new ones. So they do have a service, from what I've heard, that you can send in your old seals and they'll refurbish it. No, send in your old seals, they'll send you new ones. So, or new refurbished ones, sorry. So, I would say you guys, again, the top fix is about anywhere from I want to say mid 3s to 5,000, probably depending on your mechanic. Specialist probably gonna be in the 4s, you know, and that's not replacing the soft top. That's just doing the mechanics. Okay, so again, this car was $96,000 brand new in 1994. Okay, this is a 94. You know, so you guys gotta understand these cars weren't cheap when they came out, so the fixing is not gonna be cheap, especially now when all the parts and a lot of stuff is becoming scarce. So, you know, understand that when you're coming into it. A lot of these wheels, these 3-piece wheels, these early 90s wheels, now 80s wheels are getting very expensive. Okay, so understand that when you come into it as well. Not everybody knows how to fix an R129. There's a lot of people that know how to fix a Mercedes, okay? There's not a lot of people that know how to fix an R129. You guys got to understand also that this car was probably the most over-engineered Mercedes that was ever created, okay? Especially during this time. I could even argue that this car has features that the new SL doesn't, you know? So, you know, some people say the 140 is the most over-engineered Mercedes. I think it's the 129 because you have every feature of the 140, but you have the 2 different top options. So you have a hard top, you have a soft top, you have the electric option, and you have to put it down manually. You know, there's no other Mercedes that, you know, that has that. Even the E-Class, you don't get the hard top option. You know, there's an aftermarket. There was an aftermarket maker that had the E-Class 124. Okay, they had that, the hard top for that car, but that was aftermarket. It didn't come from factory. This is a factory hard top option. Okay, but this is why this car was so much money. You know, in you know, you guys got to think it's a 94. It has heated seats. Okay, it has a rain sensor wiper, mono wiper. Okay, they came with phones. In Japan, they had from what I see in the 140 C140s, they had navigation options. I don't know if that started in the early 90s or if that started on like the Gen 2 C140s, so like 96. You know, when they started calling them CLs instead of SECs. I don't know. No, but I know in Japan I've seen CLs with navigation options. Okay, but this car, you know, it's got the dual climate zone and heated seats, electronic mirror, roll bar. And when I say electronic mirror, I'm talking about the electronic rear view mirror. So you move the rear view mirror electronically with a button, okay? But there's not too many features in this car that you miss from a new car, except for like Apple CarPlay, maybe lumbar, you know, maybe something of that nature. But you don't really miss too many features, you know, with this car and, you know, a newer Mercedes. And, you know, that's also why these cars make great daily drivers. They're extremely reliable, okay? Extremely reliable, and they have a lot of features in them. Again, the car was 96 grand in 94, and the V12s are more than that. So the V12s pushed, I think, 120, something like that, you know, and then the AMG is just, you know, even more than that. So again, you know, you have no problem keeping up with modern traffic. It's not a speed sports car kind of thing, you know. It looks very sporty. Don't get it twisted. It does look it has one of the craziest looks of any car, two-door coupe car, because it looks like a real sports car. Some people say it looks like a Grand Touring, but it definitely does look like a sports car, especially when you put an AMG kit on it. It does look like a sports car, but it's not that kind of sports car. You know, it's really a car that you know, it's a cruising car, you know. Smooth, it's not loud, you know. The funny thing about this car is, as you know, compared to modern cars, is that it looks very small on the road, you know. So that's also one thing, you know. You put it next to the new SL and it looks tiny, you know. But these cars do have a presence. They are becoming collectible. A lot of people do notice you, give you a lot of attention in this car. Again, if you want to know what kind of attention, what kind of reactions you get, go check the attention and reaction video I did on the R129. And you guys will definitely get a glimpse into how it'll be when you buy your R129 and take it out. So, that's all I really wanted to get into today. I just want to, you know, I've seen a lot of posts, people being scared of buying an R129 with a broken convertible top. And, you know, I just wanted to put it out there, guys, that you can put them down manually. It's extremely easy, and it's extremely similar to putting it down on a 107. If you don't know what a 107 is, that's a 560 SL from the 70s and 80s. So that's the 560 SL, or late 70s and 80s. That's just the 560 SL, 450, 380, 350, and there's a few other engines that they made, but you guys get the gist, okay? And the 500. So, yeah, again, guys, I told you, I'm going to probably run through most of the features on this car, break the whole car down like we did the Maserati. We had to put the car back together first, you know, but yeah, so, you know, I'm going to probably be breaking a lot more of this car down. There's more to go on the build as well. So probably springtime, again, is Euro headlights. That's definitely coming, Euro headlights with the clear corners. I'm going to try to find, because I did hear somebody in the comments say to keep the headlight washers, which I kind of do agree with, because you don't see them on cars. It's like a lost feature. So I'm thinking maybe trying to find the European ones, so we can just, you know, take these off and put the European ones on there, so we won't lose it. But yeah, we're definitely going Euro headlights with the clear corners. Maybe some wheel spacers. I don't know. I'm kind of getting accustomed to the flush look, you know, but maybe some wheel spacers just to change it up. Who knows? You know, I don't know. I do like the flush look though. But definitely Euro headlights. We're definitely gonna do the wheel rings and the wheel ring lights and the undercarriage lights. Yeah, so those are a definite go for the springtime, guys. So definitely stay tuned for that. We're definitely gonna have something really close to I think probably the nicest SL definitely being vlogged on YouTube. Yeah, definitely. I definitely got to say that. I definitely got to claim that. There are the SLs on YouTube, guys, that are nice, but I think this is the nicest one consistently being vlogged. And I don't see those other ones being vlogged like this one. I see a lot of guys starting to build SLs. A lot of them give them away. You know, I see guys build SLs and, you know, they might sell them, but, you know, again, this is a built SL that's going to stay on the channel. Okay, so guys, feel free to get attached to the car. Okay, this one isn't going anywhere. Again, the goal of this channel is to really collect and keep, not collect and sell. I don't really like, I get attached to cars. I don't really like getting rid of them, you know. So, and this car is, you know, a personal one. So, you know, yeah, you know, so. Again, guys, hit that like, share, subscribe button for me. Join the VSOP Club, turn on all post notifications. Show you until when I drop a video. I'm going to catch you in the next one. I'm out.